Here are 7 unique food spots in Tokyo.
Whether you're into the bizarre or traditional, we've got something to feed your curiosity and appetite. From robot waiters to underground wagyu joints, these are some of the most delicious and distinctive food spots Tokyo has to offer.
This is Kikanbo, one of the most sought-after ramen restaurants in Tokyo due to its spicy ramen broth. Now, the concept of this restaurant is to delight all 5 senses, which I'm really intrigued to find out more about, so we should get queuing.
Orders are placed on the outside ticket vending machine, and I paid 1,820 yen for a double pork large ramen. Kikanbo translates as an ogre's iron club, and this ramen restaurant feels suitably demonic with its black painted interiors, taiko drum music in the background, and devil masks adorning the walls. As we sat down, we were delighted to have unobstructed views of the chefs hard at work in the kitchen. There's a constant sound of ingredients sizzling in pans. The restaurant glows orange from the huge flames shooting up from woks, and the smells of exotic spices filling up the room is truly intoxicating. And then our devilish masterpieces arrived. The toppings include stir-fried bean sprouts, sweet baby corn, and braised pork belly. The miso-based broth is stewed with pork bone, chicken bone, different kinds of vegetables and spices for more than 10 hours.
It's not here to ruin my white top. Sometimes the apron is necessary.
The 2 spices blended into this ramen's rich soup are kara, which refers to chili heat, and shibi, which is the numbing heat of Sichuan pepper. The combination is a classic spice pairing, which gives a hot, numbing sensation. You can choose your preferred spice level on a scale of 1 to 5. Because I'm not great with spice, I went for level 2, which still gave me a delicious mouth-tingling kick.
So spicy.
The pork belly is perfectly marbled with fat and melts effortlessly on the tongue, leaving behind a rich, smoky flavor that lingers long after each bite.
Oh my god.
The noodles are thick and chewy, which contrasts perfectly with the creamy richness of the soup and tenderness of the pork.
Oh my gosh, I can understand why the restaurant's concept is to delight all 5 senses, because that was a sensory overload. The sights, the smells, the sounds, the taste, and the sensation on your tongue from the Sichuan and the spice, all of it was just so overwhelming, but only in a good way. Kikanbo, I can really understand why you're one of the most unique ramen spots in Tokyo. Should we go in? This is Curry Station Niagara, a train-themed restaurant full of quite possibly every train item you can think of.
Located near Utenji Station, this restaurant has been open since 1963. From the outside, some may mistake this eatery for a retro train station with a huge railway crossing sign.
They even use a real train door as the main entrance. Let's go inside.
The interiors are packed with railway-related memorabilia collected over the years by the restaurant's late founder, Hirotoshi Naito, who was a former train conductor and train fanatic. The seats were actually used on railway trains back in the early 1900s. There's a retro train station clock, an old train map, and even the restaurant's cook wears a railway cap.
So like many restaurants in Japan, here at Curry Station Niagara, you have to place your order via this ticket machine. Now, none of the options are displayed in English, but if you are struggling, just use Google Translate and you'll be fine. So I am gonna go for the hamburger curry, which is this one, and Sean will be going for the pork cutlet curry, which is this one.
Then it was time for the best part, having our order arrive straight to our table on a miniature steam engine train with a small serving plate trailing behind holding our food and drinks.
Is that a bad pour? I don't know how to pour beer.
And then it was time for our curry, which even comes out with the station manager making the announcement, "Curry now departing," in Japanese.
So our food has arrived, and just how amazing was that? I can't say I've ever received food from a moving object before. I have decided to go for a hamburger curry. Sean has a pork cutlet curry. And, of course, couldn't forget the pickled ginger because it just complements the curry so well, and because, you know, we're curry experts, we know that extra sauce is always needed. So, itadakimasu. Oh my gosh, it just smells so good already. Oishii. Nice, rich sauce. I went for a medium spice level because I want a little kick to it, but I also really do enjoy the sweetness that comes with Japanese curry. The hamburger is really tasty, very juicy.
Despite not getting the chance to meet the late founder, we were happy to see that his legacy lives on. We met the new owner who wasted no time in welcoming us with such enthusiasm and showing us his love for classic automobiles too. At the end of the meal, we even got a train ticket as a souvenir of our visit.
For me, what makes this place so special is that there's just such a good story.
There truly is a nostalgic and welcoming environment at Curry Station Niagara. Even if you're not into trains, the restaurant really does provide an unforgettable dining experience.
And on top of that, I literally licked this plate clean. It was so tasty. So please do not worry about it being a themed restaurant. It does not take away from the quality in the slightest.
Next, we're heading to Tsukiji Outer Market, a vibrant part of Tokyo's food culture with an electric atmosphere. It's full of retail shops, restaurants and food stalls selling everything from fresh seafood, grilled meats, Japanese kitchen knives, traditional wagashi sweets, Japanese omelette, and much more. With such culinary diversity, you'll truly be spoiled for choice here. But I won't deny that Tsukiji Outer Market is quite touristy.
So to justify having this location within this video, it was only right that we showed you
one of the craziest stalls in here.
This is Kitsuneya, and it is life-changing.
This restaurant has been around since 1947, famous for its hearty beef bowls. At this no-frills establishment, there are a couple of counter seats and space for perhaps 20 standing patrons, and there is always a queue. There are only a couple of things on the menu, and my favorite is the gyudon, which is a bowl of rice topped with beef and onion. What makes Kitsuneya so unique is the way the ingredients are stewed in a rich miso-based stock in this giant cauldron, which is so mesmerizing it could make any head turn.
The sights, the smells, the heat coming off of it. I cannot tell you how much I love this place. I will travel leaps and bounds for this gyudon. Enough talking, more eating. Itadakimasu. Like, there's just really no words. I think I just need a moment. And having the soft-boiled egg on the top, it just adds so much creaminess to it. I really cannot explain how good this is.
The beef is wonderfully tender and is lightly sweet from the mixture of mirin and soy sauce.
I'm going to another dimension right now.
But if you'd like something a little more intriguing, they also serve horumondon, which is a combination of stewed cow intestines and leeks over rice or tofu. Tsukiji Outer Market is known to be a great place for seafood enthusiasts, but Japanese locals know that it's not just about the fish here. Kitsuneya is a true institution, offering a delicious alternative in a unique setting.
Next up, we have Shima, a steak restaurant tucked away in the basement of an office building in Nihonbashi. This restaurant has been around for 35 years, and people flock to this place in the hopes of trying his premium wagyu beef. But I have to say, we are not here to talk about the in-dining experience at Shima. We are here to talk about this bad boy. Inside this bag is the best sandwich in the whole entire world. But you can only get it if you dine here at Shima and ask very nicely at the end of the meal. And we've done exactly that, so now it's time to try it!
Okay, so let me talk you through this sensational sandwich making process. The chefs toast thick slices of Japanese milk bread before spreading their signature mustard butter and tomato relish on them. They then weigh up their A4 wagyu beef pieces before sizzling them to perfection on the grill. The beef is then carefully layered onto the bread, and the sandwich is completed by having its crust removed, cut into 3 equal parts, and placed into a takeout box. Chef and owner Manabu Shima is not only a master at his craft, but a real character too. Getting to speak to him whilst he helped prepare our sandwich was the cherry on top of a glorious meal.
That is a work of art. A4 wagyu sando, let's go. The sheer size of this, I almost don't know how to even start. Here we go. Oh my God. It just gets better with every bite. You know your favorite sandwich? Forget it. This is the best sandwich you could ever imagine. The fact that Chef Shima uses A4 wagyu instead of A5, he explained that because A5, if you've tried it before, it is sensational, but it's quite fatty. There's a lot of marbling in it. So this just makes sense. And oh, he knows what he's doing. The mustard butter, the sweet tomato relish, it's just such a unique combination to complement the premium A4 wagyu, which literally just melts in your mouth. Chef Shima has put his own unique little twist on a typical steak sandwich and just somehow elevated it to new realms. I'm just sad that this first sandwich is nearly over, if you'll excuse me. So each sando cost about £40, which sounds expensive. However, given the quality and the experience, right, from when they were preparing it, I think it's worth every penny. So every Tokyo local knows that one of the best, if not the best, onigiri restaurant in the city is Onigiri Bongo. However, during peak times, the queue is up to 4 hours long. That is absolutely no exaggeration. You're on holiday, you don't want to wait 4 hours, but you want to try that epic quality, so you go to their sister restaurant, Onigiri Manma.
This shop is known for its made-to-order large-size onigiris, otherwise known as rice balls. The menu is impressively extensive, a whopping 60 items to be exact, and it ranges from traditional options such as salmon and pickled plums to more creative fillings such as deep-fried prawn as well as bacon and cheese. One onigiri will cost you a mere 380 yen. The restaurant has 10 seats squeezed around an L-shaped counter facing the kitchen, so expect nothing but front-row views of your fresh onigiris being prepared. The whole process is efficient and rather mesmerizing. The chef scoops rice from a huge pot, puts them into triangular molds and packs them with a variety of fillings. More rice is placed on top and then carefully shaped into perfect triangles. The rice balls are then wrapped in crisp seaweed and served nice and warm straight to us at the counter. We decided to go for tuna mayo, sweet soy yakiniku beef, and spicy pork with kimchi. The onigiris are incredibly fresh, and there's a generous ratio of ingredients to white rice, which is probably the secret to Manma's success. Side dishes include miso soup or pickles, and both complement the onigiris perfectly. With fresh, top quality, and distinctive fillings, Manma has elevated the humble onigiri and made it into a thoughtful meal.
So I know when tourists come to Japan, they discover the world of onigiris from convenience stores and are amazed. And why wouldn't you be? They are little rice balls of heaven. However, I urge you to go to an actual specialty shop like Manma. Once you go specialty, I promise you'll never go back. The ingredients is way fresher, no additives. You get to soak up that amazing atmosphere of being in there. And on top of that, it's only marginally more expensive, so it's totally worth it. Behind me, we have Azuki to Kōri, a place which takes a simple kakigori shaved ice dessert and turns it into a work of art.
In the chic grey 7-counter seat restaurant, each person gets a front row look at how each kakigori is crafted. With origins dating back to the 10th century, this light and airy dish is a beloved Japanese summertime sweet. Kakigori is made from thinly shaved ice from a pure, unflavoured ice block. Using a bowl, a mound is formed with fluffy ice shavings that are then garnished with toppings. What makes this place so unique is its gourmet take on the kakigori's toppings. Think fresh fruit syrups, rich creams, foam, jellies, and other interesting ingredients for added texture. The dynamic menu changes daily and is subject to seasonality, but their signature Azuki and meringue stays constant. In true Japanese fashion, the staff are all meticulous with their craft. Getting to see each person's unique topping was such a spectacle, but it was particularly exciting getting to see the creme brulee cream get torched. So my kakigori has arrived and just look how beautiful it looks. I have decided to go for passion fruit and chi boost cream on top. Now usually I always have strawberry and cream or matcha, so this is really new for me. Oh. Itadakimasu. Brain freeze. Oh. The flavors are absolutely amazing. I love how the owner Miho Horio has applied French cooking techniques to each kakigori, as the focus is truly on the contrast of textures and temperatures along with a beautiful presentation. Next up, we have chocolate and American cherry. And I can see, we gotta eat this quickly because I can already see it's melting. Gotta be quick with shaved ice, because at the end of the day, it's gonna melt. Oh, that's different. So what makes Azuki to Kōri so special is that it is the gourmet version of a classic Japanese staple dessert. And that's clear from the stunning presentation, the creative menu with the ingredients, and of course, the epic taste. Azuki to Kōri successfully refines and elevates Japan's classic summertime tradition. If you're looking for a unique treat to beat the heat, this place is definitely worth the visit. My first ever luxury kakigori experience, and I loved it. Firstly, the size of the bowls. Just when I thought she was finished topping it up, another layer would happen. And of course, the taste. I love how they use seasonal ingredients. It was just so delicious. But of course, when you're regarded as one of the best kakigori shops in Tokyo, just know that reservations are an absolute must. We tried for weeks to get this very reservation, and we finally got it by being quite lucky, so just know you have to be on it. And lastly, the price. We paid 5,800 yen for 2 kakigoris, which is about £15 each, which is pretty steep. However, to have this unique luxury gourmet experience, I think is truly worth it. This next place is really exciting because the waiters are actual robots. This is Dawn Avatar Robot Cafe, a super futuristic experience, so let's check it out. Yes, you heard me right. At this Tokyo cafe, you'll be served by actual robots. As soon as you enter, you'll be greeted by a robot receptionist before meeting another one who will take your food and drinks order.
Yo-chan, nice to meet you.
よろしくお願いします。
あ、おい、日本語。最初にこちらの角をぐるぐるっと回って。
We were assigned a table, and when we sat down, we were amazed by how many sleek robots were gliding around. But this futuristic dining experience has a twist. So we've just sat down on our seat and have been given this little pamphlet explaining the concept of Dawn Avatar Robot Cafe. And what makes this place so unique is that the avatar robots are actually controlled remotely by people with disabilities who can't come into work but want to stay connected to society, and I think that makes such a great and wholesome initiative. So Dawn isn't about efficiency or a gimmicky novelty. It was created to shape a better, more inclusive future. As well as the main dining area, there's also a bar counter and the barista robot which brews coffee. There are also tiny little avatars dotted around the place, some on the tables and some whizzing around offering sweets. Espresso.
Oh, okay. じゃあ、後ほど来ますね。お日本語お上手です。
ありがとうございます。
はい。
Not our order. It's made me so excited for when it is our order.
Menu items like a curry or a pizza will cost you 1,500 yen and a juice is 330 yen. Each avatar is equipped with a camera, microphone and speaker which enables customers to engage with the person piloting them. Most of the avatars even have iPads stationed beside them so that you can read about the pilot story.
So on the menu, you can choose from a range of different sandwiches, curries, and desserts like cheesecake and ice cream. I have decided to go for a beef curry. Let's try it out. Very cheap. You know what? I'm really, really pleasantly surprised with that. This tastes like really home-cooked, something my mum would have cooked me. Although the curry tastes really good, they could have been a little bit more generous on how much beef pieces they gave, but other than that, I'm happy with it.
The Avatar pilots speak a good basic level of English, whilst helping them have a much-needed social outlet despite the physical barriers. It quickly became clear that Dawn is setting a great example of how future positive technology can be used to create opportunities for social interaction and inclusion.
Even though it's not by any means the best food spot in Tokyo, it is definitely one of the most unique. So for that reason, it's definitely worth a visit.
And there you have it, some of Tokyo's most unique food spots. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more unique hotels, local eateries, hidden gems, and extraordinary experiences around the world. And let me know which was your favorite food spot in the comments below.